with another video, man. Yeah, man. I got to get into Becky Lynch. Yeah, we got to talk about Becky Lynch. Yeah, definitely got to talk about what Becky Lynch said tonight. Yes, she has started a fire. She has started a fire. So I definitely want to get into this. This definitely has got to be called out. All right, somebody hit the like button on my video. Comment so I know who you are. So I'll go ahead and start. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? But first and foremost, I want to wish a happy Thanksgiving to everybody. What's up, Devon Daily? Welcome to the chat, my guy. Your happy Thanksgiving, Anthony, man. Welcome to the chat. All right, since y'all here, I'll go ahead and start. Y'all two of my main subscribers I rock with, so I'm definitely about to go ahead and start cooking. All right, I've been seeing articles all over social media, and one of my Facebook friends that sent me a lot of articles that he said I need to talk about and call out, by the name of Yalit. So, um, he sent me this article, and Becky Lynch spilled some beans. So I'm about to spill even more beans. I'm about to spill some more beans. Well, Becky Lynch said this somebody would get, you know what I'm saying, would get you to sleep with him and he'll blacklist you. He said he'll try to get you to sleep with him so he can blacklist you. And if you don't sleep with him, he wants to sleep with you, and you know what I'm saying, you don't sleep with him, he'll still blacklist you. So when Becky Lynch said this, only one person came to my mind. Only one person came to my mind when Becky Lynch uh, worded this out. Triple H popped up in my head immediately. Triple H popped up in my head immediately when Becky Lynch worded that. When Becky Lynch said that Triple H was the first person that popped up in my head. None other than Triple H. Because he looked just like the type and sound just like the type that would do something like that. Because Triple H is just like Vince, man. Triple H loves power. Triple H loves power. Like I said, why do y'all think he married Stephanie McMahon? To get his foot in the door. To get his foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? And he could have control. Because just like Bret Hart said, he said a long time ago, way before he became a top guy, back when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall was wrestling in WWF. And they became a stable called, you know what I'm saying, Click. When they became a stable called, you know what I'm saying, the Click. You know what I'm saying? That's when Triple H said Triple H said to Kevin Nash and all them that he was going to become a top guy one day, and they all laughed about it. And look where Triple H is now today. First he was the COO. He was the COO. Now he's currently running the Raw division. He's running the whole division. He's taking Vince McMahon's spot. He knew how he would have been able to do all this. He knew how he would have been able to do all this by marrying Stephanie McMahon to get his foot in the door. He knew marrying Steph McMahon. He knew getting in the good hands of Vince McMahon. He knew getting in, you know what I'm saying, good hands with Vince McMahon, and marrying Vince McMahon's daughter would get him inside the door. It would get him inside the door. So when Becky Lynch said what she said, Triple H immediately popped up in my head. And here's something. Fans can say what they want to say. I know fans are gonna fucking sound reaching, and I'm nonsense. Don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Listen, look how Triple H is booking Rhea Ripley. Look how he is booking Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is his golden girl. Rhea Ripley is his, know what I'm saying, golden girl. Just like Liv Morgan shouldn't have lost that feud to Rhea Ripley in that title. What was the fuck? What was the purpose of the Liv Morgan revenge tour? It was for her to get her revenge on Rhea Ripley and move on with the women's world title and make new feud for the female wrestlers. Didn't Triple H didn't even give her Triple H didn't even give her a reason to do that. Triple H didn't even let her do that. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you are. Give you a shout out for what? Well, I don't even know who you are. Anyway, um, anyway, so with that being said, Liv Morgan, listen, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Why are you in my chat saying give you a shout out? You're in the wrong chat. You're in the wrong chat. Anyway, like I said, anyway, so Liv Morgan didn't even get the chance to make new feud with other female wrestlers when she was women's world champion for the second time. He let that Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan feud go on to like damn near 2 months, 2 months. And purposely held the feud on so Liv Morgan could win the title back. Not Liv Morgan, but Rhea Ripley could win the title back. And that shit pissed me off that Liv Morgan lost that feud in the title to Rhea Ripley. So also pissed off about Liv Morgan losing that title in that feud to Rhea Ripley. I didn't watch no more of Raw on Netflix. Just like Rhea Ripley. When we were supposed to have got Io Sky versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41, Rhea Ripley lost this match. But she, you know what I'm saying, gets added to the fucking match and won't even on the contract. Listen, who are y'all telling me to give y'all a shout out? I don't know y'all. Y'all get out of my chat. Always some weirdos coming in my damn chat. Listen, that's who you are. That's who you are. I'm not into that stuff. I'm not into that LGBTQ. I'm not into that. No, you're not getting a shout out. Get out of my chat. Get out of my chat. You're a weirdo. Anyway. Why? Dude, shut up and get out of my chat. That's why. I don't know you. That's why. Get out of my chat. Fucking retard. Okay, I'll get you out, man. I'll get you out. I'll get you out. Okay, bye. Let me get you out of here too. Ain't got time for the silly stuff. Anyway, let me get back on video. Let me get back on topic. Uh so when Becky Lynch said what she said, Triple H popped up in my head immediately. Cause like I said, Rhea Ripley gets added to a match at WrestleMania 41 with Io Sky and Bianca Belair when her name wasn't even on the contract, right? So that tells me everything I need to know about Triple H. He shows favoritism. And I can bet he's blacklisted a lot of female wrestlers. And I think Rhea Ripley was one of the main ones. People can say what they want to say. So yes. So yeah, man. And what blows my mind, a lot of people think Triple H is such a good guy. No, he's not. Triple H is another Vince McMahon. He showed his true colors when he finally came on the main roster. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the ones that thought he was gonna make a change and start booking all the female wrestlers properly. Well, for the most part, when he first took over the business, he did. He did okay for the most part. Then after a while, he tricked us. He tricked us all. He tricked us, and he started booking. He's done started booking the way Vince McMahon does. Triple H shows favoritism. Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the chat, my guy. We doing wrestle talk. That's what we doing. Nah, but so yeah, man. And like who knows? Triple H probably pissed Becky Lynch off, and Becky Lynch went on that podcast and finally spilled the beans about him. Who knows, man? You think do I think they could have tied into why Maxine Dupree won the title? Although I wanted Maxine Dupree to win the title, that could have been why. Happy Thanksgiving, my guy. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the chat, brother. Well, yeah. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I thought you already was them. You was subscribed to my channel. I thought I've seen you here before, but that's okay. But so like I said, man, Triple H, I'm pretty sure he has blacklisted a lot of wrestlers. And what I think how Triple H operates is, you do whatever he says, he's going to give you whatever he wants. But if you don't do what he says, he's going to screw you over. He's going to screw you over. You know who else I think may operates like that? Shawn Michaels. Because look how fast Tatum Paxley lost that title. Look how Lola Vice didn't become didn't become the NXT Women's Champion in her hometown at NXT No Mercy. So why do I think Shawn Michaels probably blacklisted her and Triple H could have been in on it? You never know. You never fucking know. You never know. And I know it pissed a lot of people off when Bianca Belair got her streak broke at WrestleMania. Although I didn't care because I'm not the biggest fan of Bianca Belair, but I am a fan of Io Sky. Io Sky is one of my favorites, and I definitely didn't want Rhea Ripley to win the title back at WrestleMania 41. Because my whole thing is this: people said Io Sky shouldn't have ever been in this title picture. True, absolutely. But I happen to be a fan of Io Sky, and being that Io Sky won the title from Rhea Ripley, I said, okay. So since she's gonna be in this match at WrestleMania 41, damn it, she don't need to drop the title. They don't need to hurt her like that because they shouldn't have put her in the title picture to begin with. Now we could have got Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41 with Rhea Ripley as the champion. That'd be something different. But Io won the title, so I said, okay, Io won the title. I'm happy about it because I was pissed off Rhea won the title back from Liv Morgan anyway when Liv Morgan shouldn't have lost that feud. I was on fire about that. So okay, so now that we're going to get Io Sky versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, I'm definitely going for Bianca Belair to retain and break. No, I mean I'm definitely going for Io Sky to retain and break Bianca Belair's streak. Fuck what the other fans got to say that supports Bianca. That's on them. I'm going for Io Sky. And I hope she breaks the streak regardless. So that's what happened at WrestleMania. You got a clock in your house? It's 12:24. It's 12:24. Anyway, so yeah, Io Sky got it done. Io Sky got it done at WrestleMania 40. What's up, Danielle? How you living? If you watch wrestling, you come to the right chat. Subscribe to my channel. See some new people up in here. If y'all new here, subscribe. If y'all watch wrestling in my chat, subscribe to my channel for the new people that came here. So, all right, man. But so Rhea Ripley gets added to this match at WrestleMania 41 and won't even own the fucking contract. So with that being said, Triple H pulled the same damn move Vince McMahon did with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair was not supposed to have been in that match at WrestleMania with Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. But Charlotte Flair got added to this match anyway. She got added to this match anyway. So the same thing happened with Rhea Ripley. So the same way Vince felt about Charlotte, the same way Triple H feels about Rhea Ripley. This is facts on facts. So I believe Becky Lynch. I'm doing Wrestle Talk. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Cash Shower, you come to the wrong chat, man. I do Wrestle Talk over here, bro. So that what I think what happened for Becky Lynch to air that shit out, Triple H definitely pissed off Becky Lynch. He definitely pissed off Becky Lynch. Okay. So man, so yeah, you never know. You never know with this company, man. It's a whole lot of probably rotten stuff going on in WWE, and there's wrestlers that Vince McMahon. I believe the rest that Vince McMahon was putting over. Okay, cool, cool. Triple H was always overrated. Yeah, but like I said, man, Triple H knew what he was doing. That's why he married Stephanie to get his foot in the door. And if you think about Triple H in professional wrestling, he came off as a whiny crybaby about being world champion. He came off as a whiny crybaby about being the champion. But people want to call Bret Hart a crybaby. But look how Triple H acted about a world champ a title. So I'll be like, Triple H, shut the hell up, man. Damn. Get over it. You lost. Even Benoit said in the storyline, he doing all that pissing and moaning. So this is why I see why Bret Hart don't like Triple H. Notice when they was at the when they was at the when they was at the Inductee Hall of Fame, it wasn't nothing. I mean the Duck Hall of Fame, the Inductee Hall of Fame. Bret Hart didn't shake didn't shake Triple H. And he shook his hand, but the way you could tell the way he did it, Bret had that face in his leg, that face he didn't want to do it. Bret Hart had that look on his face he didn't want to do it. I was talking about Becky Lynch, talking about wrestlers that was blacklisted in WWE. Yeah, Becky Lynch. So that's what I think. Triple H pissed off Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch went on ahead and let the cat out the bag. That's what I think happened. Hey, I don't know if you a male or not, but if you a male, bro, I don't swing that way. If you a dude, I don't swing that way. Now, if you gay, you gay. Ain't got no problem with gay or bisexual people, but I'm here to let you know I don't swing that way, man. You may be in the wrong chat if you don't watch wrestling, but I'm here to let you know I'm not. I'm not into dudes. I like women, girls and women only. Okay, well you called me handsome, bro. Look, that came off very that came off sideways. But anyway, I don't even believe it. But anyway, let me get back on topic. How can you see my TV? I'm looking at my TV right now. Anyway, so that's what I think happened, man. For Becky Lynch to say this, Triple H pissed her off. Triple H had to piss her off. I don't see, okay, but so so that says it all, man. Triple H is a terrible human being. Triple H is a terrible human being. He looks like it. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? If you're new to my channel, subscribe to my channel if you watch wrestling. I'm not assuming anything. I'm here to tell the truth. Like I said, you may be in the wrong chat, bro. If you don't watch wrestling, you in the wrong chat. And Seth Rollins talked about fans giving their opinions on social media about stuff they don't have to put on social media. I agree with Seth Rollins about that. Like if you watch a movie and you come on social media just to say the movie wasn't good. I mean, do everybody need to know? Don't nobody care. And but these are fans in general. People in general constantly spreading their opinions and narratives on social media like people supposed to care. Like they can't keep that to themselves. But Becky Lynch is the topic of the night. Cause I do believe Triple H has black just like people think he blacklisted Chelsea Green and she's getting whatever she wants. I love Chelsea and all, but man, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. Then you think about wrestlers that got released. You never know, man. Think about wrestlers that got released that you know what I'm saying, we felt like didn't need to get released. Think about Lana. Now this before Vince McMahon was taking over WWE, but Lana got released in 2021. Well, Lana became a half decent wrestler, and in my book, it looked like Lana was on her way to win her first piece of championship tag team gold. Now, how did I know Vince McMahon didn't try to make a pass at Lana backstage He tried to have say he tried to get Lana to sleep with him or something like that. And know what I'm saying? Lana refused to do so. So he probably got mad and released her. Who knows? You never know. You never know. Now look at okay, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of Michin, but at one point it looked like Michin was getting a push. Now how do I know Triple H didn't try to make a pass at Michin and Michin wasn't what you know what I'm saying refused to sleep with him and he you know what I'm saying he fucked the Rover and now he's booking her to lose a lot of matches. Look at okay, look at Julia for an example. And Julia, one of my favorites, but no, so I don't have a dislike for Julia. I do like Julia. But look at Julia title run as the Women's United States Champion. She has the worst title run of all time in this wrestling history. She has the worst title run of all time. How do we know Triple H didn't try to, know what I'm saying, get Julia to sleep with him? How do we know that? And Julia refused to do so, so he told her he's gonna make her title run trash and she don't defend it like that. Zelina Vega, she's another one. How we know Triple H didn't try to sleep with her? And not just that, he booked her in a squash match against, Angle said it was a squash match, but the match didn't last long. Look at how he did Dakota Kai. She got released. Exactly. Triple H is a terrible human being. He's a terrible, and the thing is, people be up here taking up for him. That's the thing about Triple H. Triple H wants power. He's just like Vince. He's a split image of Vince McMahon. He wants power. They don't do what he say, he gonna fuck them over. And that's what I think he did to Zelina Vega. Why Zelina Vega didn't have a long title run. Who knows? He probably tried to blacklist Zelina Vega into sleeping with him, and Zelina Vega refused to do so. So he had her to drop the title to Julia, and Julia, you know what I'm saying, wins the title because Zelina probably didn't agree to wanting to sleep with Triple H because Triple H tried to get Zelina Vega probably tried to get Zelina Vega to sleep with him, and Zelina Vega refused to do so. So he cut a title short. He cut a title short, and had her to lose to Julia fast. So being that Julia wouldn't do, he probably did the same. You know what I'm saying? He probably did it. He did the same damn thing to Julia. He did the same thing to Julia, but worse than that. He had her to keep the title, but don't defend it like that. So you know what I'm saying? So everybody can say her title run was trash, which is it was. I don't want to think he did Liv Morgan like that. And that could have been why Liv Morgan lost the feud and the title back to Rhea Ripley. Because she probably didn't want to sleep with him. So he did a dirty. Tell you, man, it's a whole lot of rotten shit going on behind closed doors in WWE. I believe it. And because people like Bret Hart tells the truth about Triple H, these fans say he's whining, bitching, and complaining. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's just going to spill the damn beans when it's time to spill them. He spilled the beans when it's time to spill them, and y'all can't take it. Y'all can't handle it because Bret Hart is too damn vocal for y'all. He too vocal. He too vocal and up front. And y'all want to look at Triple H as this hero. Triple H is no better than Vince. He proved that. He proved that how he did Liv Morgan dirty. He proved that how he did Liv Morgan dirty with her second title run. Triple H is in it for power. He's in it for power. He wants power just like Vince McMahon. He wants power just like Vince McMahon. Get these people to do whatever he wants them to do. If they do whatever he wants them to, they kiss his ass. He's going to give them their bag. He's going to give them their bag. I won't be surprised on how he's. I won't be surprised on how he's going to be fab. Exactly, Devon Dilly. Now let's see how he operates with Jade. Let's see how he operates with Jade. Now I'm not the biggest fan of Jade Cargill, but if Jade Cargill has a short title run with that title, then that's going to tell me everything I need to know. That's going to tell me everything I need to know if Jade Cargill has a short title run with that woman's title, which is I doubt she is. But you got people up here taking up for Triple H. Triple H he wants power. He wants power. Welcome back. So yeah. So yeah, man. I believe Becky. I ain't got a pick. I believe Becky. I would like to have a cat for a pet though. I love cats. So I believe Becky Lynch. I believe her. She's got to be talking about Triple H. Who else I know would be blacklisting wrestlers? Yeah, I remember when I remember when CM Punk walked out a long time ago, right? Y'all remember when CM Punk walked out of WWE a long time ago? Listen, man. What's done in the dark always got to come to the light. I don't care who you are. What's done in the dark always got to come to the light. When you piss off the wrong people, when you piss off the wrong people, stuff you been doing in the dark, and know what I'm saying, knew about it. When you know what I'm saying, when you piss off the wrong people, yep, know what I'm saying. When you piss off the wrong people, and they know about some know what I'm saying dirty shit that you have know what I'm saying done. Oh, they're definitely going to expose you the first time you know what I'm saying piss them off. They're going to expose you the first time you piss them off. And that's what I think that's what I think Triple H did to Becky Lynch. And Seth Rollins was right there. He probably pissed off. If he pissed off Becky Lynch, I know damn well he pissed off Seth Rollins. If he pissed off Becky Lynch, I know damn well he pissed off Seth Rollins. I know for a fact he did. I know for a fact he did. But there's yet to come. There's more to come. This is only the beginning. There's more to come. But I know I can 100% bet you that's exactly who Becky Lynch was talking about. Triple H. Because who the hell who's you know what I'm saying in charge of WWE? Who's the head of WWE now? Who's taking over WWE? Triple H. Triple H. He got the power to do so. I'm pretty sure he blacklisted Ronda Rousey. He probably blacklisted her. How the hell Ronda Rousey? I bet you he probably blacklisted Ronda Rousey. How the hell did Ronda Rousey come to that debut in WWE and have her very first match at WrestleMania and didn't have to earn an opportunity for it? And she got handed a title opportunity against Alexa Bliss. How the hell was Ronda Rousey able to do all that? It's something to think about, right? It's something to think about, right? Before that, Becky Lynch was getting what she wanted. What I think is something that he asked Becky Lynch to do, and Becky Lynch refused to do so, and he probably told that she was going to drop the title to Maxine Dupree, and it pissed Becky Lynch off. Becky Lynch said, "Okay, now I'm about to expose them. I'm about to expose them on the podcast." She never said his name, but she said about somebody in wrestling. She said somebody even told her to watch out for him, cause, and she said somebody told her to watch out for him, and she also said he will blacklist wrestlers. He will blacklist wrestlers to sleep with him, and if they didn't sleep with him, he would still blacklist them. So meaning if they didn't agree to sleep with him, if they didn't agree to sleep with him, he would blacklist them by burying them, not giving them the shine that they deserve, not giving them the, you know what I'm saying, shine that they rightfully, you know what I'm saying, deserves, not giving them the shine that they rightfully deserves. And he he buried them. He buried them. Don't They don't never win the title. That's something to think about. So that's what I think. Because they didn't do what he wanted them to, he'll say he will completely, you know what I'm saying, bury them and not give them the shine that they, you know what I'm saying, rightfully deserves. Or if he do if he do put them over as a champion or something like that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to do something for him in return to stay on top. That's another thing. Like if he do choose to put them over, they're gonna have to do something for him in return to stay on stop top. And that's to sleep with him. That's to sleep with him. And if they don't do it, he said, okay, okay. Now I'm gonna give you a short title run. Get out of my office. Pretty sure that's how he. You never know, man. You never fucking know. You never know. If you pay close attention to a picture with Nikki Bella in it, and Triple H was in it at the time, Ben, when the Bella Twins was having a strong heated feud, when the Bella Twins was having a strong heated feud with Stephanie McMahon. If you look at that picture, how Triple H was smiling, how he was looking at Nikki Bella's breasts, it was actually funny. It was funny because Triple H was being slick, but it was actually funny. But how we know he didn't blacklist the Bella Twins? I believe he did, because back then he was the COO. So he had some power back then, but he's got more power now. Not as much as power as Vince, but Triple H is getting there. Here, you might as well say he is. Might as well say he already there. You might as well say he already there. What's going on, Chris? What's up? How you living, my guy? So, for these people, these Triple H defenders, man, y'all stop. Stop with the stupid shit. He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. I know Becky Lynch wasn't lying. Becky Lynch wouldn't just say some shit like this for nothing. And it's not true. And I'm not even the biggest fan of Becky Lynch, but this has got to be true. This has got to be Triple H that Becky Lynch is talking about. I believe it was a mid-card veteran, not a top star, but not a complete nobody. Someone said enough to Tenture to know the ropes and feel important, not a high profile Triple H or John Cena. Becky could do something which Bailey is not able to do currently, be the unapologetic bitch. I don't know, but the take you said about Triple H or John Cena, nah, man. Like I said, I think Triple H pissed off Becky Lynch. What I think is he pissed off Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch decided to do a podcast with Seth Rollins, and she let the cat out the bag. That's what I think happened. The only one he treats like he treats great is Rhea Ripley. He put the title back on Chelsea. So I'm gonna just watch it and absorb how Chelsea Green title reigns be. I mean, the Two Face Bailey character is not working at all. Not really. Yeah. So man, it's just there's speculations, man. I can go about this, man. And Becky Lynch saying what she said. Triple H is the only person that popped up in my head. Cause Vince McMahon is not around anymore, and I thank God for that. But the thing is, people want him to return. That's just like open up a can of damn worms, bring a Vince McMahon back, and they are also side with lining Lowry in that storyline. Never know at this point, man. You just never know. Blunt hot take. This person isn't a megastar like Triple H. Too high, hold on, too high profile to operate equality. He's a mid carder or veteran male talent with ego tensions. And no, Becky Lynch talked about somebody backstage, somebody in WWE blacklisting people. I'm talking about Becky Lynch. She said this. So the only person, like I said, I could think of when Triple H said somebody blacklisting wrestlers, only person that came to mind was Triple H. No, we're not about to sit up here and defend Triple H. He's not a good person. There's the reason why Bret Hart don't like him the way he do. Triple H is in it for himself. Just like he was in on the mantra screw job with Bret Hart. That's why Bret Hart still don't like him to this very day. That's exactly why Bret Hart still don't like him. You know. So I believe Becky. Why would Becky come out and just say some shit like this? It got to be Triple H. So now that Becky Lynch is still a part of wrestling, now I'm gonna watch and absorb how Becky Lynch get booked. If Becky Lynch get buried, then I know right then what Becky said was the truth. No, he's bad just like Vince. What's going on, Big Matt Field? Welcome to the chat, man. Yeah, what's up? What's up? And here talk about Becky Lynch, man. I know, pretty sure you heard about what Becky Lynch said, right, about the Pacific person blacklisting wrestlers. That's what I'm talking about. Becky Lynch talked about a Pacific person blacklisting wrestlers. If you heard about it, no, Shane being naughty. I'm not the biggest fan of Becky. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Becky, but I think Becky was telling the truth. She's talking about somebody blacklisting wrestlers. I'm talking about it now. Well, Becky Lynch was on the podcast tonight, and she talked about, her and when she was, what I'm saying, WWE. Somebody told her to watch out for this specific person, and she was like, she saw how this person would blacklist wrestlers into sleeping with him, and if they don't sleep with him, he'll still blacklist them. Which means if you don't sleep with him, he'll blacklist them by not giving them what they rightfully deserves. Yeah. So if he blacklists them, they sleep with him. He'll give him whatever he wants. Oh, you want to know who I think it is? I think it's Triple H. I think it's Triple H. That's who I think it is. I think it's Triple H. Think about it, man. If you pay close attention, how Triple H has been booking Rhea Ripley. Pay attention. Rhea Ripley then has become a privileged wrestler. He gives her whatever she wants. And I can believe I can believe that, man. Triple H. Big Matt Field, turn on my notifications, man, where you won't miss my videos. Turn on my notifications. So that's why I say, man, do you think about how Triple H has been booking Rhea Ripley, and think about how Triple H shows favoritism to eat to the one who show eat who favoritism to the most is Rhea Ripley. Look how he's booking her. I believe Triple H and Stephanie are in open relationship. They have the open relationships. I think she don't care about him being with other women. And I'm a fan of Chelsea Green, but a lot of people saying, look how he's booking Chelsea Green. Look how Zelina Vega had a short title run as the Women's United States Champion. I believe he tried to get Zelina to sleep with him, and Zelina Vega refused to do so. So he gave her a short title run and had her to lose fast. So he tried to look like he probably tried to make a shot. He tried to make a pass at Julia, and Julia won't with it. So he made her title run boring. It's something to think about. So, like I said, now I'm gonna watch how Becky get utilized on WWE. If I see Becky Lynch go completely downhill, then what Becky Lynch said was the truth. And I'm not the biggest fan of Becky, but if Becky Lynch don't be getting utilized like that, that's when I'm gonna know that uh Becky Lynch was right the whole time. All it takes is for me to see how he start like booking Becky Lynch to lose matches, like eating losses all the time, and she gets buried. Then that's gonna tell me, okay, yeah, Becky Lynch told the truth. Becky Lynch exposed him, and he didn't like it. Yeah, Becky Lynch, you know what I'm saying, told on him, and he didn't like that shit. It pissed him off. I mean, look at Natalia. Look how Natalia didn't never win the Roman's championship. You know why I think she probably didn't win it? Because she probably didn't sleep with Vince McMahon. Natalia got done dirty in a way. She won the SmackDown Women's Championship, but never once won the Raw Women's Championship. Well, that's the title that she should have won. Natalia, right now, as I speak, should be a Grand Slam champion. So who knows? Natalia probably wouldn't sleep with Vince McMahon, so Vince McMahon got pissed off and said, "Okay, I just won't put you over as the Raw Women's Champion." Who knows, man? Who knows? It's something to think about. So now I look at Triple H in that same type of way. Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching. Survivor Series War Games. So I'm going for Team Alexa Bliss. But I tell you what, I hope Alexa Bliss turns on Charlotte. I'm going for Alexa Bliss to Alexa Bliss and the other female wrestlers to win Raw Women's Survivor Series War Games. Yeah, that's like I said. I think Triple H tried to blacklist Zelina Vega. He tried to make her sleep with him. That's what I think. Oh man, yeah, wrestling, yes, yes. We talked about this yesterday. Yes, like I said, I love old school wrestling, man. Wrestling is definitely not the same no more. Like I said, wrestling in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, early 2000s, and mid 2000s were at its peak. That's when wrestling was at its peak. Yeah. I like Roman Reigns, but he ain't one of my favorites. Like I said, all of my favorite male wrestlers are legends. I don't have no new current favorite male wrestlers. Don't get me wrong, I got some new current male wrestlers that I like, but they just don't do it for me as being my favorites. I prefer the legends as my favorite male wrestlers. Yeah. Cat Williams was 100% X better. But anyway, man, the cat was funny as hell. The cat was funny. The cat was funny as hell in WWE. The cat was funny as shit. The cat was funny as shit. But like I said, all of my favorite male wrestlers are legends. I don't have no new current. So yeah, like all of my favorite male wrestlers are legends. I don't have no new current favorite male wrestlers. Like I said, I got some new male wrestlers that I like, but they just me doing my favorites. I prefer the legends as my favorite wrestlers. Sting, Bret Hart, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ultimate Dragon, Jake the Snake Roberts, The Undertaker, Kane, Junkyard Dog, and Coco Beware are my 12 favorite wrestlers. So yeah, but so yeah, man. So like I said, I agree with Becky. Triple H, I'm sure he's trying to blacklist a lot of these wrestlers. And let's see how he books Stephanie. Let's see how he books Stephanie Valker. If Stephanie lose that title to Nikki Bella, then I'ma definitely think something is going on backstage. Because Stephanie Valker does not need to lose that title to Nikki Bella at all by any means necessary. Realistic suspect short list of male WWE NXT talent from Becky Lynch's early era 2013-2015 would possibly fit. Yep. Okay, nice. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, I don't got no new current favorite male wrestlers. I got some new current male wrestlers that I like, but they just don't do it for me as being my favorites. Like I said, I prefer all the legends as my favorite wrestlers. And I don't tell y'all my favorite male wrestlers that are legends. But so I believe Becky Lynch. I believe her. She didn't say no names, but I know exactly who she was talking about. Gotta be none other than Triple H. Gotta be none other than Triple H. And I think Triple H pissed her off. Like I said, not the biggest fan of Becky, but Triple H definitely pissed her off. I'm telling you right now. Um, yeah, she was just like she basically said this certain person in WWE be blacklisting people. You know what I'm saying? She just worded that he'll try to get you to sleep with him so he can blacklist you. And if you don't sleep with him, he'll still blacklist you. So in other words, if you sleep with him, then he'll give you whatever he want. I mean, he'll give you whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Or if you sleep, or you know what I'm saying, if he gives you what you want as a wrestler, then he'll blacklist you by saying since he gave you a title win or whatever, you got to return a favor and sleep with him. That's blacklisting too. That's blacklisting as well. But he'll want you to sleep with him. Yeah, so that's the thing. He'll probably get you to sleep with him so he can, you know what I'm saying, get you. So he'll get you to win a title. He'll give you whatever you want. But if you don't, he'll blacklist you by telling you that you're never going to win a title, and he's going to have you to be a jobber. He's going to turn you to a jobber, and you just do nothing but eat pinfalls. You nothing but just eat, you know what I'm saying, pinfalls, and you don't never be you don't you never get the shine that you rightfully deserves. Oh, I don't know. That's a tough call between Brock and CM Punk. Probably I guess Brock Lesnar. Yeah, that's true though. They do. They're probably doing whatever Triple H say backstage, low key. Yeah, it makes sense. I believe CM Punk and Brock I believe CM Punk and I believe Brock Lesnar and CM Punk doing whatever Triple H saying he gives them whatever he wants. He give them whatever they want. It's guaranteed they're going to get what they want. Exactly. He does seem more the type. Then Triple H has company now. Why he gonna risk and allow Becky to talk and get away? Like I said, he definitely had to have pissed Becky Lynch off. Probably when he told Becky Lynch she was gonna drop the title to Maxine, that probably pissed her off. Cause he probably tried to blacklist her by trying to get Becky Lynch to sleep with her, knowing damn well that woman is happily married and she got a child. And he probably tried to get Becky Lynch to sleep with him to give her more title opportunity and stuff like that, and she gets shoved in our face. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to blacklist her by doing it. Becky Lynch probably strongly declined and said no, and he said, okay, now you gonna drop the title to Maxine Dupree. And don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of Maxine Dupree. I'm not even the biggest fan of Becky Lynch, but I'm a massive fan of Maxine Dupree. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy as hell she became the new woman's IC title. That was a well deserved moment for Maxine Dupree. But how do I know it won't behind Becky Lynch not doing what Triple H wanted her to do, and he didn't put her over as the champion. But I believe it was him. That's what she said. It was risky, but bro, trust me, when you get pissed off, when you get, you know what I'm saying, when you get pissed off, man, you liable, you just don't care. It's like, you know what I'm saying, when you get pissed off, that, you know what I'm saying, spirit jumps in you, and you don't, know what I'm saying, care. I know me. But when you, but, you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I'm saying, but when you get pissed off, and that spirit getting you, you don't care. Any ex wrestlers right for WWE? Nah, nah, not that I know of. It all makes perfect sense, man. Female wrestler that's not getting the shine that they deserve is getting buried. Yeah, farther than Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, yeah, man. But I'm sick of people thinking that Triple H is just such this good guy. He does us no favors. He shows favoritism. Yeah, Road Dogg do work for WWE. He does. Yeah, I know. Road Dogg is trash though. So yeah, man, Triple H, he's in it for himself, man. Triple H wants power. All Triple H ever wanted was just uh all Triple H ever wanted was, you know what I'm saying, power. That's all he ever wanted was power. Yeah, yeah, I got you. I know. Yeah, I know. So we gotta stop all this fucking catering to Triple H. Well, cater to him all the fuck you want to, but I'm here to tell the truth. Because he doesn't care about nobody but himself. But when you do what he wants, you willing to kiss his ass, he's gonna give you whatever you want. I'm not saying Chelsea Green kissed Triple H, but I don't know what to believe at this point, man. Now, like I said, Chelsea Green is one of my favorite female wrestlers, and I'm all for her being a 2X Women's U.S. champion. But we don't know who Triple H is blacklisting in WWE. For Becky Lynch to say what you said, for Becky Lynch to say what she said, he definitely pissed her off. And Becky Lynch decided to go on social media and saying spill the damn beans. Company company is half his pretty much dude set for life. Yeah, he wants you to kiss his ass and he'll give you what you want. I was never was a fan of his. Only time like him really was the Generation X. So when it all comes down to, man, yes, Vince McMahon trained Triple H to be him. He trained Triple H to be him. I won't be surprised, man, if these wrestlers sold their soul in wrestling. I won't be surprised if these wrestlers sold their soul. I won't be surprised if these wrestlers sold their soul in wrestling to become they sold their soul in wrestling to become a top guy. Sold their soul in wrestling to become a top guy. WWE is just like Hollywood. It's just like you're doing movies over there. Now, here's another thing that just popped up in my head. Y'all remember when The Rock didn't show up at WrestleMania 41 when we got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, right? Won't The Rock supposed to been there? Now, how we know Triple H didn't try to blacklist The Rock, and The Rock pissed off and said, "Fuck it, he ain't coming." How do we know Triple H didn't try to blacklist The Rock? See what I mean? This is something to think about. This is something to think about. How we know he didn't piss off The Rock? See what I mean? This is something to think about. Yeah. So I believe Becky Lynch. But man, so yeah, I definitely think it was Triple H that Becky Lynch was talking about. I can't think of nobody else who she would say this about. Triple H popped right up in my head because it sounded just like him. You don't do what he say, he's not going to give you what you want. The person Becky Lynch described blends in, seems harmless, creepy backstage vibes, quietly intimidating everyone in WWE. Knows knows who this is, even Triple H and Shawn Michaels. No, I think it was Triple H. It sounded like none other than Triple H. But there's yet more to come. There's yet more to come. But I'm gonna go on and get up out of here, man, and sign out for tonight. Thanks everybody for commenting and sharing your thoughts and all that. With that being said, it's your boy Hitman D. I'm gonna sign out.